Hello again. In the previous lecture I showed you how to read this text file with Python. And so we created this Python file and we wrote the code in that file and we ran that file from this directory. So that was our working directory, home pm1 basics. The fact that we ran the Python program from this directory and the file that we processed was in this directory, that allowed us to simply pass the name of the file in the program. But what if that text file was in another directory? Let's create a directory. Let's call it files. And I'll move sample.txt to files sample.txt. So you see that now sample.txt is not here anymore. It's not in the basics folder. Now if you run the program again, open file.py, you'll get an error. It says file not found error, no such file or directory, sample.txt. And that's correct, because we don't have that file in this folder. The way to correct that is to go here and supply the correct directory here, which should be files/sample.txt. That now should work fine, as you see. Let me clear this. How about another scenario, like if the sample.txt file, we move it from here and we place it one directory up, sample.txt, like that. So you'll see that sample.txt is not in the basics folder, and it's also not in the files folder, but it's one directory up. So it's in the pm1 folder. It's here. So with this, I was able to move the file one level up. In this case, the best thing to do is to actually provide the absolute path of the file. So in this case, this is just a relative path to the working directory. So to the directory where you are executing Python from, which is the basics directory. And the best thing to do in this case is to provide the absolute directory path, like that. That's the directory of that file now. If you execute, you get the correct results. So as you see, this is the absolute path of this directory. So the absolute path starts from the beginning. Anyway, if your project has a root directory and you know that all your files will be not outside this root directory, but it will be in subfolders of this root directory, then you don't want to use absolute paths. You can just use relative paths, where you specify the name of the folder the file is and the name of the file, like we did earlier with basics/sample.txt. I hope this is clear, and I'll talk to you later.